I just would like to say to you that it's fantastic to see you all here and talk about this as a really important topic. So my pleasure now to introduce the chair of RESA, Christine Charles. Christine is a person with a wide range of industry experience, including working for Newmont Mining and the government and the Minerals Council of Australia. So a broad understanding of industry and working now as the CEO of RED, a company based out of Melbourne. So it's my pleasure to introduce my chair, and thank you all for attending, Christine Charles.
Thanks very much for the introduction, Phil, and hello to everyone. It is a really beautiful morning, and the lovely thing about breakfast is that we'll be able to go out and enjoy it afterwards. Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the Indigenous people of this country. We'd like to acknowledge this land that we meet on today as the traditional lands of the Kaurna people, and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. We also acknowledge that the Kaurna people, as the custodians of the Greater Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are still important to the living Kaurna people today. On that note, I'd also like just to welcome everyone here to acknowledge the presence of the Treasurer, which we will hear from in a minute. We're delighted that you're able to join us to not only talk about a quite significant program, but the topic of innovation and productivity. In the conversation that was happening on the way in, everyone really acknowledges we've probably got the topic right. It is a fairly tough market, but the answer will be new ideas and new ways of thinking about things. I'd like to welcome Vincent Tazia as well, MP. Now, today's breakfast is sponsored by Oz Minerals. We can't have these sort of events without support from sponsors, and Oz is a great sponsor for us. Oz Minerals is an Australian-based mining company with a focus on copper. Oz owns and operates the Prominent Hill copper gold mine and the Carrapateena copper gold advanced exploration project near Port Augusta. Prominent Hill comprises an open pit and underground mine which produces one of the highest grade copper concentrates traded on the open market. Oz has a strong balance sheet, extensive exploration tenements surrounding Prominent Hill, and an experienced team of professionals who are helping to generate value through a strategy of acquisition and discovery. Oz has a workforce in excess of 1,300 people, including contractors, with more than 200 Oz Minerals employees based at Prominent Hill and its head office in Adelaide. And on that note, I might, by way of kind of having my local credentials really, I am running a company that we have our headquarters out of Melbourne, but I'm involved in a startup which we're based at Tonsley, designed for growth, and I'd say watch this space. We're quite dedicated to wanting to build a business in South Australia, and I personally think it's probably the best place to be located. You can cover the whole of Australia, and when you're travelling the world, it doesn't matter where you start from. So I think we should be out there selling Adelaide as a prime business location. I'd really like you to relax and network with one another. Hopefully you will actually have shared your cards and details with everyone on your table. Later in the morning there'll be an opportunity to maybe to table hop once the formalities are out of the way. Right now hot breakfast is going to be served and we'll have a short time and I'll be back to introduce the Treasurer.